Training camp has proven one thing: everything is changing for the Seattle Seahawks. After letting Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett walk, most thought the team was hitting the reset button. But Sam Darnold and rookie quarterback Jalen Milroe have already given fans a reason to believe this isn't a rebuild, it's a reload. Darnold is commanding the offense, while Milroe, Seattle's secret weapon, is flashing the dual threat skills that could make him a star much sooner than expected. Sam Darnold has been sharp throughout camp, commanding the huddle and delivering with timing in Ryan Grubb's new offense. He's taken nearly all of the first team reps, and he's been efficient in red zone drills, moving the ball well against a defense that's throwing everything at him. The arm strength has never been the issue. What's standing out now is his rhythm and quick decision making, even under pressure. This version of Darnold looks like a quarterback ready to compete for real wins, not just hold the seat warm. Meanwhile, Milroe is generating buzz. The rookie has been repping with the second and third units, and his mobility immediately stands out. When plays break down, he makes defenders miss and turns broken pockets into 15-yard gains. But he's not just a runner. He's hitting seam throws with zip and has shown real poise in 2-minute drills. He's raw, sure, but the athleticism, the touch, and the composure, that's not something you teach. He looks like a guy who could push for playing time sooner than expected. That quarterback room is competitive and energized, and it's giving Seattle options they haven't had in years. Even Drew Lock, still in the mix, has had flashes. He connected on a deep touchdown to Dareke Young during team periods, and has looked better in the red zone than in past camps. But the current structure is clear. Darnold is QB1 for now, Milroe is the future, and Locke is trying to hold on. The Seahawks also made one of the most shocking veteran moves of the offseason by adding Cooper Kupp, and right now it looks like a total game changer. Kupp's chemistry with Sam Darnold has been instant. He's operating like a security blanket in the slot, creating separation with ease and turning routine plays into chunk gains. Every day in camp, he's been the guy moving the chains. It's not just a big name signing, it's a real impact move for an offense that needed a leader in the receiving room. And with Kupp drawing attention, Jackson Smith-Njigba is thriving. JSN looks faster and more confident in year 2. He's been lining up everywhere, inside, outside, in motion, and he's torching defenders in one-on-one periods. The most encouraging part? He's finally being featured, not hidden. Grubb's offense is designed to feed the middle of the field, and JSN is taking full advantage. The hands are reliable, the routes are crisp, and the YAC is back. This wide receiver duo is the heartbeat of the new Seahawks offense. Kupp brings experience, precision, and instant trust. JSN brings explosion, route creativity, and long-term upside. Together, they're making this offense look much more dangerous than anyone expected post-DK and Lockett. Seattle's offensive line isn't flashy, but it's showing real promise in camp, especially thanks to rookie guard Gray Zabel. He's already turning heads with his toughness and anchor in the interior, holding his own in first-team reps and earning praise from coaches. At tackle, Charles Cross and Abe Lucas are healthy again, giving the Seahawks bookend stability they lacked last year. The group still needs to gel, but with Zabel emerging and the starters getting consistent work, this O-line could quietly become a reliable foundation for Seattle's revamped offense. With the offensive line starting to settle, the focus naturally shifts to Kenneth Walker III, who's dealing with a nagging groin issue that's limited his camp reps. It's not considered serious, but it's a reminder of the durability concerns that have hovered over him since entering the league. When healthy, Walker is electric. His burst, vision, and cutback ability can flip games. But availability matters. Right now, the team's playing it safe, easing him in and leaning more on backups during early practices. If he stays healthy though, he's still the engine of this ground game. Seattle's defense is starting to turn heads, led by some of their biggest playmakers who are making serious noise in camp. The crown jewel of this group is Devin Witherspoon. The former top 5 pick has stepped into a leadership role and is playing with a swagger and physicality that energizes the entire defense. He's locking down receivers, breaking up passes, and laying bone-crushing hits in run support. Every snap, Witherspoon brings a level of intensity and confidence that sets the tone for this unit. When he's on the field, you can feel the defense playing faster, smarter, and tougher. Up front, Leonard Williams has been nothing short of dominant. Seattle's veteran defensive tackle is winning battles consistently, pushing offensive linemen backward and blowing up running plays before they develop. Williams looks faster and more explosive than ever, and his presence anchors the defensive line. Alongside him, Draymond Jones is equally disruptive, shooting through gaps with quickness and finishing plays with relentless energy. Together, Williams and Jones form a front that's applying pressure and collapsing pockets, forcing opposing quarterbacks into hurried decisions. On the edge, Uchenna Nwosu is back at full strength and making his presence felt. His quick first step and relentless motor are exactly what Seattle needs to generate pressure. Rookie boy Mayfay is also turning heads with a versatile pass rush arsenal. He's winning clean around the edge and consistently disrupting plays. Add in Derek Hall, who has improved his hand techniques and bend, and Seattle's edge rushers look like a well-rounded, dangerous group that can rotate to stay fresh throughout games. In the linebacker core, Tyrell Dodson has emerged as a quiet force. The Buffalo addition is commanding the defense with poise and speed, making tackles sideline to sideline and reading plays well in coverage. Rookie Tarice Knight has flashed physicality and range in limited reps, but Dodson is the veteran presence filling the leadership void left by Bobby Wagner's departure. The linebackers are flying around and making their presence felt in both run support and coverage. The secondary, beyond Witherspoon, is a noisy and aggressive group. Tariq Woolen has returned stronger and more physical, using his length to disrupt routes and make plays on the ball. Julian Love continues to impress with his versatility, shifting between safety roles and tight coverage assignments seamlessly. The group is cohesive, fast, and relentless, creating confusion and pressure on opposing offenses. Altogether, this defense is faster, more physical, and playing with a chip on its shoulder. The big names are showing up, the young players are stepping up, and the energy is contagious. If this defense keeps evolving the way it started camp, the Seahawks could surprise a lot of people in 2025. Looking ahead to the 2025 season, the Seattle Seahawks present a fascinating case. Their floor isn't as low as many might expect given the roster turnover and new coaching schemes, with Sam Darnold leading a retooled offense alongside emerging weapons like Cooper Kupp and Jackson Smith-Njigba, and a defense that's showing real promise. A baseline of around 7 to 10 wins feels realistic. This would represent solid progress from last season, especially if Kenneth Walker III can stay healthy and the offensive line continues to gel. That said, the ceiling for this team is surprisingly high. If rookie quarterback Jalen Milroe pushes Darnold hard for playing time, creating a competitive quarterback room, and the defense maintains its current intensity, led by Devin Witherspoon and Leonard Williams, the Seahawks could easily contend for a playoff spot. Add in breakout performances from young players and a few key in-season adjustments, and an 11 to 12 win campaign isn't out of the question. The key will be consistency and health. Injuries, particularly to Walker or key defensive pieces, could quickly derail progress, pushing the team closer to the floor. But if the Seahawks can avoid major setbacks and continue building chemistry, especially on offense, they'll not only surprise the NFC West, but could challenge for a wild card or better. But ultimately, the Seattle Seahawks are gearing up for a season full of surprises and big moments. What do you think? Can this reloading team shock the NFL in 2025? Drop your predictions and bold takes in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our deep dives and updates on the Seahawks and the entire NFL. Your support helps us bring you the best content every week. Let's build this community together, join the conversation, and be part of the Seahawks journey to greatness.